It is time for more softball mayhem. They come to witness opening day in OKC in a wide open field with the second best collective win percentage of any field in history. And we begin with Texas Tech and Mississippi State. It's time for the greatest show on dirt.
I'm the kid in the classroom sitting on her hands.
There's drive, and then there's overdrive.
An underdog is still a freaking dog.
A Fromm postseason masterpiece.
But I can't sit still.
Higgins loves the pressure. Let's go!
When all that matters is moving and a dream moves you the most, you keep going forward and further, forever.
Update the record book!
Thoughts in my head have a mind of their own.
This is a stage tailor-made for you, where the Oklahoma sky is the limit.
Arkansas is headed to the World Series for the first time.
Exactly what I came here for.
Nigeria Kennedy, the celebration in the circle. History made in Norman.
Now is the time to do what you do best at the Women's College World Series.
One step closer.
Welcome to the NCAA Women's College World Series presented by Capital One, where All-American arms square off against record-setting swingers with our quadruple header today. What to look for here in OKC? Well, Texas will try and two-step to back-to-back championships. The Bruin Bombers will come out swinging tonight, led by Megan Grant. Can Player of the Year Jordy Fromm win titles with two different schools? Or will it be good fortune for a first-timer out of the SEC? Our bracket does include the defending champion Texas Longhorns. They debut this afternoon. And top-seeded Alabama highlights our night session double elimination format, building towards the championship series. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Devon Park for this opening day. I'm Beth Mullins alongside our Olympic gold medalist Jessica Mendoza, Michelle Smith, Holly Rowe down on the field. This is the best day of the season. Let's play two, ladies, and let's do it twice.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we have never seen a regular season with more superstars, more offensive records broken, so that's going to lead to a most epic World Series we've ever seen.
It's going to be parity, right? And it's been parity this entire year. The ability for anyone to beat anyone, that's what makes this so intriguing this year.
All right, let's start out with a team that played for the national championship a year ago. They are back to try again. We are talking about the Red Raiders from Texas Tech with not one, but two 20-game winners led by Nigeria Kennedy and Caitlin Terry.
Two All-American arms, and it's been Nigeria Kennedy with that rise ball at the top of the zone. She throws it about 50% of the time. It's explosive, also a knee-buckling changeup. But Caitlin Terry coming from the left side, a great curveball. But ladies, it's been the offense this year, been so explosive. Lauren Allred, Mia Williams. How about a team that's hit 136 home runs? They're getting it done. Jackie Liss as well, Taylor Panel. I mean, you name it, up and down this lineup, they hit it out of the park. Breaking records up and down, Beth.
Yeah, and nobody plays the portal as well as Jerry Glasgow. Got the All-American pitcher last year, added 3 more All-American hitters this year, and they have been mowing down the opposition rolling into this championship, and more on their team chemistry with Holly Rowe.
Well, this is probably the most talented transfer class we've ever seen in college softball history, but it has taken time for them to come together and play like that. Just 2 weeks ago, their backs were against the wall, down 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, their season on the brink of elimination, and somehow, improbably, they found a way to come back, the greatest comeback in college softball tournament history. Then last weekend in the Super Regionals, tempers flared, their leadoff hitter Mia Williams hit 5 times. Everybody's backs were against the wall, and they rose up in those moments. Talking to Mia, she said, "We have been close, we thought, all season, but the last 2 weeks have truly made us sisters. Ever since all this adversity, we have been like glue. If they add all that talent with connected chemistry, watch out for the Red Raiders.
Yeah, thank you, Holly. And in fact, the 11 seed will be the favorites today because the opponent is unseeded Mississippi State. And to summarize their season in their words, Jess, an underdog is still a freaking dog.
A dog. They've been breaking records, breaking hearts. They went into Eugene. First no-hitter in school postseason history. Only gave up 2 runs in 22 innings, and then they went on down to Norman. The biggest upset of the Super Regionals took down number 3 Oklahoma. That's right. First time, 399 games, they shut out Oklahoma. Only 1 home run they gave up the entire series. This is that Mississippi State team, the underdogs. They were picked 11th in the SEC preseason poll. Upset those 2 national seeds to get here, and they were the first team to eliminate those Oklahoma Sooners. And this is what State is all about, playing that underdog role.
Texas Tech, Mississippi State, the opener on opening day in OKC. Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Capital One. And for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State, one of the 5 SEC schools here amongst the final 8. They are led at the top of their order by Morgan Stiles and Nadia Barbary. It's a team that has been heavily reliant on their pitching and defense, but this group at the plate has been twice as good in the postseason as they were in the regular season. First pitch swinging and a ground out to Mia Williams, 1 down. Tough task ahead for State because they face the 2-time National Pitcher of the Year, Nigeri Kennedy, the senior out of Topeka, Kansas, appearing in her 4th World Series in 4 years.
3-time All-American, just a lot of talent in that circle, explosive rise ball. It's going to be fun to watch here this afternoon.
Coming in at 25-6. One of the key storylines for Texas Tech is there going to be stability from Kennedy and Terry. They've gotten knocked around a bit in the postseason, but have shown to be good fighters and very resilient when faced with adversity.
And we're seeing right now already Mississippi State, the plan clearly is to get to Niger early. They are swinging first pitch. Morgan Stiles, Nadia Barbary, already 2 aggressive swings, the first 2 hitters in this lineup.
How does Mississippi State step in here with the first World Series appearance in school history? They and Arkansas first-timers. As Samantha Ricketts looks on. So now every program out of the SEC has reached Oklahoma City at least once. They were picked to finish near the bottom of the pack during the regular season, ended up finishing 10th. And yet with a magical postseason run, here they are. And a strikeout for Nigeri Kennedy, 2 down.
Nigeri Kennedy has a rise ball that just hops through the zone. But she also uses a screwball, that rise ball combination on both sides of the plate. But it's this pitch, the changeup at 58 miles an hour. It sets everything else up. It's a knee buckler. And what does she use to pick up her first strikeout of the World Series? The changeup coming in at 58 miles an hour.
2 down, and here's Zion Romero. Second baseman from Lake Elsinore, California. Hitting .333 in the postseason for a team that averaged 4 runs a game in the regular season, up to 8 runs a game in this NCAA tournament. In for a strike from Kennedy and a called strike 3 on the delay. And back-to-back K for Nyjah. It's a 1-2-3 start.
Nyjah Kennedy wasting no time. A 3-pitch strikeout to end the inning at the top of the zone. This is the pitch she's so well known for, that rise ball, multiple levels, 2 Ks for the senior in her first inning of work.
Starting lineups today are brought to you by Capital One. And when you set a new school record for home runs, you get to list them all at the Women's College World Series. They are the numbers there, led by Williams and Liss with 20 plus. Right at the top of the batting order, the school record they have set 136. And they will face Alyssa Faircloth, the SEC Newcomer of the Year, who led the league in strikeouts, facing the toughest team to strike out in the power conferences this year.
Yeah, Beth, what's amazing, she was the fastest to 100 strikeouts in Mississippi State history. It took her just 55.2 innings of work to get that 100th K. And why? Because she has a knee-buckling changeup. This changeup will spin you in your boot. She's going to use it the bottom half of the zone, but she can also elevate. She just sets everything up off of that changeup. A rise ball about 27% of the time, a curveball about 24% of the time, but the changeup sets every other pitch up. So that velocity will range anywhere from 52 to 70 miles an hour, but really good bend on that curveball as well.
I love her looking around right there and just smiling. She was taking it in, taking in the moment.
They are the newcomers with just one player in the lineup that has World Series experience, and Mia Williams is hit by a pitch again. Got hit 5 times last week in the Super Regional against Florida, and takes the first pitch on her back.
A changeup on her back. So this is just a little bit of nerves getting away from Faircloth. It comes in, plunks her on the back at 51 miles an hour.
Well, and Jerry Glasgow wants to bring his batters in and have a chat with them about facing Faircloth. Now in his second season, he has transformed the program. Took them 1 year to get to the finals, and now back here for the second season in a row at the World Series, trying to do it again. When we talked to him yesterday about how emotional and intense it was at Florida, he said, yeah, they talked a lot this week. Be composed, stay within our own team, play for one another, don't worry about all the outside noise. Perhaps there, just a reminder, after another hit batter, and here's Jackie Liss. The first-year transfer out of Southern Illinois. She comes from a family of softball and baseball players accustomed to taking 500 swings a day in the offseason to keep improving.
Her Grandpa Joe played in the major leagues. Had all the kids playing baseball, softball. Those are her early memories. Grandpa Joe picking her up from school and going to hit.
And that's what you did back in the day, pre-devices, right? Everybody was out in the neighborhood playing ball.
She hit 2 home runs in that big Game 3 winner-take-all showdown in the Supers last weekend. Fouls that one back.
Well, Beth, she's got 20 home runs on the season. And a lot of times, I think Jackie Liss is the one that sneaks up on you when you look at all the big-name transfers that have come over to Tech. Jackie Liss has been almost top of that list as far as production, everything that she's done for this offense. Batting .439 with the 20 long balls.
Yeah, third-team All-American this season. Deep drive, sends it way back, and a 2-run home run for Jackie Liss to open up the scoring for the Red Raiders.
And I love it. I love the simplicity of Jackie Liss's swing to be able to have the power that she has. Her 24th first home run of the season. This is an 0-2 count. She does so well with 2 strikes, gets the rise ball up in the zone. The no stride, literally heel up and down, and just meets this rise ball. She's got the flattest swing on the team, so perfect to meet that pitch. Get Texas Tech on the board.
That is 3 straight at-bats with a home run for her, Michelle.
Yeah, she's been outstanding. That's a 62-mile-an-hour curveball that came off the bat at 69 miles an hour. So much talent. Attacking 0-2.
That'll bring up Jasmine Burns, who's hitting over 400 in the postseason. In her first year out of Ohio State, she hit 25 homers a year ago for the Buckeyes. 17 this season for the Red Raiders. One pitch from Faircloth. Foul back towards the press box.
Part of Faircloth's game is to throw that curveball on both sides of the plate, and if she's going to throw it inside to righties, which is a heavy righty lineup for Texas Tech, she cannot miss. You've got to get that pitch on the inner half, moving into the river.
Ball. Misses that one away. And the call from Chelsea Clark behind the plate. Matt Dial, Megan Rabin, and Marty Abazishan out on the bases today. And a big blast to start our quadruple header. Jackie Liss, a 2-run homer. And in for a strike to Burns, and that's the first for Faircloth, 1 down.
Going back to Jackie Liss and the home run to get Tech on the board. You see the curveball, and when you look at her swing, look at heel up, heel down. You guys, you do not see that in softball. Such a simple swing to get to that pitch. Clear left field.
In for a strike to Taylor Pannell, hitting in the 4 spot. She was here at the World Series last year as a Tennessee Lady Vol, hit .571 with a home run and 3 RBI, helping Tennessee reach the semifinals. And for Texas Tech at the plate, it's only the second time that an opponent has hit a first inning home run this year off of Faircloth. As they jump in front quickly. And a partly cloudy day here in Oklahoma City. It was overcast and cool much of the morning, and now the sun's out. The humidity is up. One-two pitch. And another called. Strike three, 2 down.
Well, this is where Faircloth can be so good, getting underneath and into the hands of the righties. A curveball again. The lefty is not afraid to paint that corner on the inner half. A lot of good late sharp movement. 60-mile-an-hour curveball with a spin rate that makes that sneak under the hands.
So a couple of different strikeout pitches, and with 2 down and a 2 spot on the board, here's Caitlin Terry.
It's all about the sequencing for Faircloth, because you see the changeup that she'll throw predominantly, but then she throws, it's the pitches she throws off of it. The increase in the velocity, getting in on the hands.
See that open stance of Terry, a first-team All-American, one of the best two-way players in the country this year.
This is what Jerry did when she got to Texas Tech. Opened her up so that back eye, see how she's facing the pitcher with her full head. So she starts with that open stance, and her hands are high. So one of the things he noticed is she hit underneath everything, struggled to get to anything, really just belly button and above. So he raised her hands up, got her square to the pitcher, and this is funky. And she was at first like, Jerry, you crazy? Like, what are you talking about?
Pops it up right back to Faircloth. But a 2-run home run for Jackie Liss to open up the scoring.
This is what Texas Tech does all throughout this lineup. They've got the long ball, but it's Jackie Liss meeting the pitch up in the zone. Just a simple swing to get Tech on the board. 2-zip.
Pitch from Everett. And that does it. Mississippi State is headed to the Women's College World Series.
An underdog is still a freaking dog. An underdog is still a freaking dog. That is the mantra of this come from behind Mississippi State team. Delaney Everett has been such an inspirational story. Just 13 innings pitched all season until the postseason where she shined. The fans have embraced it too. Everybody is showing up in the underdog shirts. Guys, I think it might be the mantra of the softball season. I'm just saying that now. But that spirit has fueled this team along the way, and they want to not play nervous. They just want to play with that underdog spirit here today.
No doubt that is the quote of the season thus far, and one of the most shocking upsets in the 40-year history of this tournament, going into Norman and knocking out the Sooners. It is the first time since 2007 that neither Oklahoma or Florida are here. That's how good they have been for so long. And both eliminated by the two teams on the field right now. Back up the middle, backhanded by Williams from her knees, and the one hopper won't get there in time. And a base runner for Mississippi State. Score that an infield hit. They are the first team to eliminate the Sooners before the World Series since 2015. It was 9 straight years here for the Sooners, and they did it with a shutout. That hadn't happened since 2019. And so here they are, the 14th unseeded team, and they love their broccoli. Woo! Some have an animal mascot, some have all kinds of different themes. They have the Florettes.
Vitamin K. Get it done in the circle.
Hey, when you set a new strikeout record, you need the VK.
That's right.
Good for the blood, right, Smitty?
That's right. So, helps keep everything together.
Don't worry, we'll fill you in as we progress today. That's what we call a tease in the business.
I said there's about 30 pounds of it in the
0-2 pitch.
dugout.
Nigeri Kennedy just misses away. Nyjah will try and win a national championship this week and then head off to join the U.S. national team this summer. One of 4 pitchers that are here trying to knock each other out, and then they'll wear that USA jersey together this summer in a couple of different tournaments as we now start the build-up towards the Olympics in 2 years.
Which, oh, by the way, are coached by Oklahoma's Patty Gassa when we played right here at Devon Park.
1-2 just missed. Kennedy opens up this World Series with 100 wins and 1,000 strikeouts to her credit. Very short list of folks to do that. In fact, she is the first in about a decade. You got to go back to Florida's Kelly Barnhill, the last player to do it.
Just speaks to the type of dominance that she has in the circle, how she can control a game.
Full count to Bernardini, and Morgan pops it up to short. Tony is there, 1 down. Unproductive out. And that'll bring up Paige Ernstis. Gets the start as the DP. Another Midwesterner out of Indiana hitting .250 in this NCAA tournament. As you see the view from overhead here at Devon Park.
That big home run against Oklahoma in that game 3. Showing power, and we've seen it throughout this lineup. It wasn't there throughout the regular season and then just exploded those last 2 weeks, regionals and super regionals.
They started out their season 26-2 and then slammed into the SEC, lost 6 of 8 series, but became battle tested. And thanks to some strong pitching and the second best fielding percentage in the country, the bats come alive at the right time, and here they are.
Well, it's absolutely limiting damage. And it's also interesting about their offense. They have 66 home runs on the year. 60 of those home runs against right-handed pitchers, only 6 against lefties. This is a very right-handed heavy lineup.
Slow roller to short. Tony will step on the bag and throw over to first for the double play. And that erases the lone base runner so far.
The sophomore Haley Toney, one of the best shortstops around, started as a true freshman last year. That is the 16th double play for the Red Raiders. They're picking up the bats again. I thought you were.
The NCAA Women's College World Series is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Early 2-0 lead for Texas Tech, the first of our quadruple header today. How'd the Red Raiders do it? Well, they were the runners-up a year ago. They were extremely hungry in the offseason. They went to work, added some huge bats and some strong personalities to their lineup. They have broken 11 of the program records they set last year with even better numbers this year. And for the first time in school history, they are at the World Series for the second year in a row. Look at that. Through 32 years, not a lot of noise out of Lubbock. The last 2 years, they've doubled their wins, and they have championship rings in the Big 12, and now back-to-back to Oklahoma City. They were one game away from the Natty last year, fell in Game 3 of the finals to Texas. Six, 7, and 8 coming up. Here's Maya Davis. Ball. Senior out of Lovelady, Texas. She says Jerry Glasgow gave them one philosophy: hit and get on base. And then if the next person and the next person does it, then we're in business. And she will try and leg this out, and she's safe at first. Tremendous speed, one of the best base stealers in the country this year.
And she's just got so many options. I mean, she can go to that speed. You looked at her trying to drag bunt even the first pitch. She's got some pop, but it's the legs, the speed, her getting down the line on a ball that she pulls down the line. I mean, it's not like it's 5-6 hole. Just get down the line and earn herself a hit.
Terrific call by Matt Dial at first. The defender did not have her foot on the base when she caught the ball. So Davis aboard. Second inning in a row, they get the lead off on. And here's Lauren Allred, her longtime friend and roommate. Base knock, and that'll be extras down into the corner and right. Davis motoring around. Glasgow's gonna send her, and she will dive in safely. One roommate says to the other, get on home, with a run-scoring double.
Well, this is a lefty-lefty matchup. You'd think it'd be hard on Allred, but this is an inside curve, so back door. And what does she do? She turns on it, rips it right down the line. This is off the bat at 73 miles an hour, mashing that curveball into the corner. And with the speed of Maya Davis on the bases, forget about it. She's easily going to score. Texas Tech, third run up on the board.
All bat speed, coming in at 58, leaving at 73.
Ball. When your best hitter in the postseason is 7th in your batting order, that speaks to 1 through 9 how strong they are. And Jerry is a master at working the lineup. So he has Nigeri Kennedy as the pitcher hitting today in the 8th spot. With the shortstop Haley Toney in the flex, she's not in the batting order. That allows him to make all kinds of moves if he needs or wants to make a pitching change and sort out his defense after that.
Well, we saw it Game 3 of the Super Regionals against Florida. Nyjah staying in the batting order so that he could switch Caitlin and Terry back and forth 5 different times.
If you're new to softball, welcome. You can sub in and out a lot more frequently in softball than in baseball. Ball.
You can see Nyjah way off the plate. She's in that back corner, but she'll really step towards the plate, but she's looking for something middle away.
Hasn't been hitting as much this year, just 40 at-bats. She took most of the summer off to rest and recuperate. Didn't start throwing again, in fact, till around the holidays. Back to 100% now. Swing and a miss there. And it's strikeout number 3 for Faircloth, 1 down.
Faircloth dropping that changeup down to 53 miles an hour, lower half of the zone. You can see it starts about mid-quad, and by the time it gets to the end of the batter's box, it is down almost at the dirt. So a lot of movement. So it's a change of velocity, but also that downward movement and spin.
Now in the 9 spot, Longy Quiroga, the Cal transfer out of Los Angeles. Has a home run, driven in 3 in the postseason. Returning from a leave of absence in April and just getting back into the starting lineup here in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that home run you mentioned last weekend was her first home run since the end of March. It was a long gap that she was not with the team. And returned, Jerry said it would take her probably 15 to 20 at bats, and even less than that to get the bat going. Now she's a mainstay in the lineup.
And it's amazing to think she had those 11 home runs through just February and March. It just shows what a big part of the lineup she was, scoring-wise.
Ball. Time.
Des Rivera, who is the only Bulldog with some World Series experience. She was with Oregon State a few years back when they came to town. Had a hit in both the games she appeared in, and then transferred to Iowa, where she redshirted, and now her 3rd stop here in Starkville. Crowd filling in nicely here at Devon Park. .30 count. That's the first of the day from Alyssa, and she loses Quiroga, and here comes Mia Williams at the top of the order.
So it's tough to walk that number 9 hitter rolling over the lineup card.
This isn't your normal leadoff. I've seen this more now in softball. Put your best hitter, your most home runs, most slug at the very top.
Got hit by a pitch her first time up and scored. And you see the program record, 24 home runs. She also has set the new school record for RBIs and runs scored.
Ball.
That's 6 consecutive balls thrown from Faircloth. And that will get Taryn Mowat McKinney out of the dugout, the pitching coach for Mississippi State.
Speaking of superstars here in Oklahoma City, Taryn Mowat then for Arizona, and that changeup. I mean, there's a reason why Faircloth has one of the best, because Taryn Mowat McKinney, two-time national championship at Arizona.
I think she is one of the best pitching coaches in the country. She knows how to develop staff. She knows how to work with her athletes and get the most out of them. Every one of these transfers that came in to pitch for Mississippi State, you could say came from a mid-major. They did not come from Power 4 programs. And she worked so much with them individually in the fall. It's incredible.
Holly Rowe?
Well, what's intriguing is Alyssa Faircloth told D1 Softball Podcast that she didn't even have a real good changeup before she got to Mississippi State. She transferred into Troy. She said, I might have thrown it 3 or 4 times a game. Now I'm throwing it 3 or 4 times a batter. That's just how much Taryn Mowat has changed her pitch profile, what she's able to throw. See if that pitching conference has some little help for her right now.
Yeah, Holly, she's able to throw backward.
Williams drops that in. Out in left, that'll score a run. The throw into third, not in time to get Quiroga. It's 4-0 Texas Tech, and they've got 2 more in scoring position.
And this pitch just a little bit off speed, 61 miles an hour. And watch Mia Williams just kind of get around it. Enough to get that into left field. Another run comes in. So hard to miss barrels for this Tech team.
Yeah, it's a team that does not strike out a lot. The fact that Faircloth does have three strikeouts does show her move and her spin. But those 3 different speeds, the changeup, the curveball comes in the low 60s, and then she can throw her drop and some other pitches a little bit harder. But
already the 3rd extra base hit. Activity in the bullpen And Mississippi State may be making the change already. Peja Gould, the righty senior out of Stockton, California, who transferred in from Chattanooga, is coming on. Hot start for the Red Raiders, up 4-0. Peja Gould will come on. 0-1 so far in this NCAA tournament. And they go from the lefty Faircloth to the righty Gould.
Well, Peja is a spin master from the right side, using all those different tools to really spin the ball. To drop ball at 66, but a changeup at 59 miles an hour. This one with over the top rotation that drops down. She uses that curveball about 33% of the time, and when she throws that curveball away from righties, it literally looks like a wiffle ball. She has such late, sharp movement. She's going to need to use that pitch a lot away from the strong right-handed lineup.
And what a way to make your debut at the World Series against Jackie Liss. The two-run home run in the first inning.
Well, this is a Texas Tech offense that is super hot, but Jackie Liss is the top of the list of who is the hottest hitters in this tournament. Home runs in 3 straight at bats.
Is it Liss or Bliss?
There you go. And I think it's amazing because she's still so underrated within this entire lineup. Unassuming. She doesn't have that home run stature in the batter's box.
You see players transfer up from a mid-major, Southern Illinois. Sometimes it's a struggle at the higher level. For Jackie Liss, a career year for her with homers, runs batted in. Her batting average is up 100 points thanks to this team and this coaching staff.
Well, she gets pitched to. I mean, right there, strike one because of everyone that's behind her. She doesn't get walked.
Got 2 on base for her, RBI potential here, and a chance just to bust this thing wide open early, as Faircloth only lasts an inning and a third against this Red Raider lineup. Averaging 10 runs per game on the season. They scored 10 plus in 5 of their 6 games in the regionals and supers. Popped up in foul territory. Richardson over, and Abby Grace makes the catch. 2 down.
Well, that's that curveball in the outer half, inducing that pop-up.
See Jackie Liss there in the background, talking to the hitters, kind of explaining that wiffle ball movement. You can see her going, it's like this, it's moving all over.
2 on with 2 outs for Burns.
Beth, you talked about it. I mean, Mississippi State, one of the top strikeout pitching teams in the country, second, and the Tech, they don't strike out. They are first in all the Power 4 teams, lowest amount of strikeouts. Of course, they've already got 3 in this game.
Their ability to adapt and to do whatever it takes for the team, as Holly Rowe was reporting, is also worth mentioning as the 3rd out comes. But a 4-0 Red Raider lead over Mississippi State on opening day at the Women's College World Series. They are looking to party already.
Broccoli guy, he's got plenty of fans coming his way.
He's got following, that is for sure.
I think they bought like 30 or 40 pounds.
40 pounds of broccoli. Yeah, the dugout was full of broccoli. What's the broccoli?
Well, Jim Allen Stewart is AKA Broccoli Man. He's a Seattle area super fan. He came to the Eugene, Oregon Regional, and they made a big comeback for Mississippi State. So he's adopted this team. He was able to bring that broccoli to Norman for that big upset against Oklahoma. So the fans and the team have really adopted the broccoli. You see the rally broccoli, but guess what? I've got one better. Churn and Spoon in Starkville has started their own broccoli flavored ice cream, and I'm going to test it right now. Let's see.
Oh, it looks nice.
Okay, it's not disgusting.
It's got a lot of vitamin K right on cue as Nigeri Kennedy throws a strike.
Broccoli guy is here, and so is his ice cream, thanks to Lauren Bratton, who brought us this from Starkville.
That's the wife of one of the assistant coaches. We've got some up here, too. With what is it? I think there's 40 pounds of broccoli in
There's like chunks, like whole chunks
really
of
good.
broccoli. It's not just like kind of flavored in. This is a whole head of broccoli.
I feel like I might need to add some ranch dressing.
Oh, that's what it needs. And some cheese. I don't see any cheese.
Broccoli and ranch, right?
Looks like it's vanilla.
Not with ice cream.
It's
No.
vanilla ice cream.
I don't like it.
Yep. It's got a little like tennis ball fuzz texture to it. And it's so good for you.
Well, it's the vitamin K.
It is.
I love the theme. I love that they've embraced the super fan and that it is everywhere now. I mean, the fact that they put this stuff in ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the broccoli folks must.
It's out of hand.
Chopping broccoli. Oh. All right, back to the lecture at hand. Here's Abby Grace Richardson, the senior from Brookhaven, Mississippi. How cool for her. She is here in the D1 Women's College World Series after having already played in the JUCO World Series earlier in her career. And now you're facing Nigeri Kennedy.
70 miles an hour, that rise ball. Nigeri's really throwing it well through the middle part of the zone. She works from ahead in a 2-strike count. She'll elevate it.
Fly ball out to right. All red is there. 2 down. Hey, the Women's College World Series finals, that championship series, will get underway next Wednesday, so less than a week away. Best 2 out of 3. Last year it was Texas beating Texas Tech. Who's going to get there this year? Since 2005, we've been playing the Champ Series. 10 different teams have won it. Who's going to join that select group? There's a look at the rest of our opening day in OKC. Tennessee, Texas coming up next. UCLA, Bama, and Arkansas, Nebraska later. It's double elimination building towards the championship series next week. All day today coming your way on ESPN. And on deck in the circle, the All-American Aces. Not confirmed yet, but hopeful pitching matchup between the All-Americans Carlin Pickens of Tennessee and Tegan Cavan of Texas. It's a rematch that Texas won in last year's national semifinal. Of course, Carlin Pickens has thrown the fastest pitch ever recorded, pushing close to 80 miles an hour. And Tegan Cavan, all she's done in her career is go 6-1 here at the World Series. She was last year's most outstanding player.
Pitches her best in the postseason. It's incredible, actually, to see her raise her game. Some athletes falter. That pressure just gets the best of them, and then the stars rise to the top.
Winner of this game would meet the winner of that game on Saturday. It's a quick turnaround for the two losers today. They would face elimination going head-to-head tomorrow night, prime time on ESPN. So important to try and win opening day. If you lose your first game in 41 years, only 4 teams have ever lost their opener and come back to win a championship.
This new format definitely gives Aces the ability to throw.
Ground ball to short.
In consecutive starts, because there's a day off if you keep winning, and if you don't, it's still 1 game a day until you get to the if necessary. But you can't get through the regular year like that. You need a bullpen. And so we've seen that.
I mean, honestly, though, it's these lineups, you can't get through a lineup these days without multiple pitchers.
Yeah.
It has been an historic year offensively around the country. This Texas Tech team, one of, what, 9 teams that have over 100 home runs, including the UCLA Bruins, shattering the single-season record with 200 this year.
Single-season record. Yeah.
Batting averages are higher than they've ever been. Runs per game higher than they've ever been. And what makes Smitty grimace is the ERAs then are higher than they have ever been. Up over 4.3, I think. The average ERA. Another ground ball to short.
Got it out.
2 down.
It's play by
Oh,
Styles.
look away, Schmidl.
Oh, painful.
There you go. 13,000 plus home runs.
But see, right below that, we should put record viewership because people want to see it.
People like
Jake the long ball.
strikeouts. People like strikeouts too. Just saying. Well, and to your point about the 200 home runs for UCLA shattering the record, the old record was by Oklahoma at 161. I mean, so blew through it.
Yeah. That one just missed the chalk off the bat of Maya Davis.
I don't think anyone told her.
Yep,
just the dirt
I don't
flying.
mind Davis, though. I mean, her hit last inning was pulled slap right to first base. Inside pitch, that one away, and she just threw her hands at it. She's got that split grip.
It was great talking to her and Allred yesterday. You know, they only had 3 players returning that had starting experience, and with all the transfers, you know, we asked them, what's it like? You know, were you afraid you were going to lose your job? And she said, we had to earn our job every single day. And you can imagine how competitive the practices have been.
Well, and that's why they're in a position now that they have multiple players that play multiple positions, and that allows Jerry to really use his scorecard efficiently.
A lot of variety, a lot of options. And snagged at first by Richardson. 1, 2, 3 there for Gould. It remains 4-0 Tech.
Welcome back to the Women's College World Series here with Texas Tech coach Jerry Glasgow. And coach, you're top of your order, already pushing boundaries here. You've chased one pitcher. What do you like about the way they've started the World Series?
They come out confident. They come out and stuck to the game plan. And they're just, they're really a confident team right now.
Nyjah Kennedy is a confident pitcher right now. What do you like about the way she started this game? Her strikeouts are on point.
She's just competing. She's quit thinking, quit just trusting her great talent.
We know she's good in this moment. How do you think she really settled into it, though?
I think she's going to be great. I think she loves this environment. And I've just been reminding her ever since the middle of the last Florida game, trust it, realize how easy it is for you. You know, she's big in her faith, and I say, look, God gave you talent. Trust that talent he gave you. And trust it and enjoy the moment. And she's doing that. She's fantastic.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, Nyjah Kennedy Jerry told her, if you think it's easy, it will be easy. And when she has thrown her pitches on point like she has today, she has been very good. A changeup for her first strikeout, the rise ball in the upper half for her second, and how about the screwball on the outer half for her third. Nyjah Kennedy getting it done here this afternoon.
Just one hit, just one base runner allowed. She is the active leader in career ERA. And you saw there 100 wins, 1,000 strikeouts. We mentioned how good the offenses have been, and that has put some stress on the pitchers, and in particular Nyjah's confidence. She was telling us she and the coaching staff had to look at other numbers from other pitchers around the country. Ground ball here to short, and it's bobbled by Tony, and it's the second base runner today for Mississippi State. But they constantly have to remind the pitchers, hey, you know what? You're not the only one who's putting up numbers you're not used to and getting hit around a little bit. Don't worry about that. And Nyjah said, my focus now is just find a way to win. And that included switching back and forth with Caitlin Terry in that Florida series game 3 when they had to win it. Sometimes they were in for one batter and then got pulled and then had to go back in.
Yeah, both of them are dominating pitchers, but being able to share that role, share that pressure with an offense that can put runs up on the board, but facing explosive offense. Kennedy's given up 18 home runs this year. That is not like her. But as you mentioned, Beth, that's the year we've had.
And so now is the moment, as Jerry referenced, to embrace this stage. The only thing missing from her resume is the ring. Came close 2 years with Stanford. Decided it was time to move on to Texas Tech. Oh, so close a year ago, Jess, when she had to throw every single pitch in the postseason, and the addition of Terry has really allowed her to stay fresh for this run.
Yeah, those 79 and 2/3 inning pitch, her World Series career numbers. I mean, she has carried teams to get here. It wasn't the case this year.
Barbary sends one out on the run over in right center is Davis. Terrific range to run that down. One away.
Hardest contact we've seen against Nyjah. Remember, we talked to Nadia Barbary yesterday. She had faced Nyjah last year. What do you like about facing her this year? She had a big smile on her face saying, I'm going to get her this year. So put into one there, but Maya Davis tracked it down.
Yeah, that was 71 miles an hour off of the bat on a 69-mile-an-hour pitch. So well struck.
Softball is 65, is pretty hard hit.
Correct.
So 71 is very well hit. Another rocket off the bat, but Davis is there. The base of the wall, 2 down.
Well, both of those hits, if they were not hit at Davis or within her range, they would be doubles in the gap. 72 miles an hour off the bat on that one, so 2 pitches back-to-back, well struck.
Second time through the order, you're starting to see these dogs, the underdogs, Mississippi State, making some adjustments.
They need to start barking down 4-0. Already into the middle of the game. Kennedy moves with a quick tempo when she's feeling it out there in the circle.
Well, 2 of her first 3 innings were retired in order. I mean, her pitch count, look at this, she's only at 38 pitches here in the 4th inning. Super effective.
Kinley Keller had the single in the second. They've actually ruled Morgan Stiles reaching base earlier this inning as a base hit off the glove of Tony at short. A rarity for Nyjah. She is behind a hitter. I think it's only happened a couple of times today. And now 3-0.
The last couple that were hit hard were more middle of the plate, so I think she's trying to nibble a little bit more, but off the plate.
Well, she started Keller with the changeup. Didn't have opportunity to use those against Romero and Barbary.
Keller, one of the clutch hitters in that Oklahoma series. Super regional. She was 2 for 4 with 3 of their RBIs. Had some big time hits.
Terrific season for the freshman from Texas, hitting .333 in the postseason, and draws the walk there. And Mississippi State has its first runner in scoring position of the day. First freebie from Kennedy. And that will get Tara Archibald, Jerry Glasgow's daughter, and the pitching coach, out for a chat.
Now, to your point last year that Kennedy had to throw every pitch of the World Series, they also didn't have quite the offense that they wanted to have score runs, so that's really what Jerry did. He reloaded. He brought in another arm to help out Nyjah, and then brought in those big bats. So the two areas where you think, well, maybe there was a little bit of a deficit in last year's team, they have absolutely restocked it.
Morgan Bernardini popped to short her first time up. And now with 2 on and 2 outs, the first chance of the day for the Dogs. Ball. Coming in, up and in on Morgan. She has been their best hitter in this postseason run, with the stunning upsets of Oregon and Oklahoma. She's reached in all of their postseason games so far.
Well, and after the mound visit, Kennedy now working on under the hands. And that's where I think she's most effective. Arm side, 2 righties, under the hands, and then she can use that changeup.
That's 3 straight up and in.
Boom. Yeah, and that's at effective velocity that makes her even better. That 70 feel like 75 when you drop in that changeup.
Stiles and Keller aboard. 1-2 pitch. Off speed, misses upstairs.
And it is the off speed that misses upstairs, which is not very typical. We've seen that, those super regionals as well against Florida. That changeup was elevated at times. Needs to get that to the lower half of the zone.
Opposite way and on the move, and making the catch is Allred, and the threat still 4-0 Tech.
Welcome back to the Women's College World Series presented by Capital One, here with Mississippi State head coach Samantha Ricketts. And coach, I did want to give you the broccoli ice cream for the dugout.
Thank you.
We had that flown in from Starkville.
I know Ali Supan will love this. They'll probably be eating it in about 30 seconds.
Okay, perfect. Your team's gotten off to a little bit of a slower start, but you brought Peja Gould in, and she has been really strong. What have you seen from her coming into the circle?
Yeah, I think just her confidence. She's mixing speed, she's hitting spots, and most importantly, she's attacking, and that's what it's going to take against an offense like this.
You started to make some strong contact against Nyjah, balls to the wall. How do you continue that?
I think same thing. Just continue to have quality at bats and hit the ball hard and just know that it's going to come through for us. But I like our approach. I thought we've settled in a little bit after the first 3 innings, and we've got to keep it up through the remainder of this game.
All right, you guys enjoy that ice cream.
Thank you. Hail State.
Well, for teams making their Women's College World Series debut, Arkansas, the second team to win all of their games by run rules. State, the first team to beat OU to advance for the first time, and now all 15 SEC schools have been here at least once with 4 national championships. Texas, Alabama, and a couple for Florida. And get in on that broccoli. Similar reaction to ours.
Not so sure.
You're better off with just the broccoli.
Eat around the broccoli. Or I'm telling you, put it in a blender with some ranch and it might be okay.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
Broccoli milkshake, ranch milkshake.
Supan. God bless you, girl. Get it. Get it, Allie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, with her finger. She didn't get the spork. Oh, she got the broccoli chunk.
Huge chunk.
What do we think? Yeah, exactly.
Lauren Allred skies it out to left. 1 down. 7, 8, and 9 coming up against Peja Gould, who has taken care of the 5 that she has faced since coming on back in the 2nd inning. And now make it 6.
They're very efficient too, just the 21 pitches. Coming right at these hitters.
And here's Kennedy. Struck out on a changeup against the starter Faircloth.
Well, Gould is just so good with that curveball. 7th in the nation on the spin rate, so how quick she spins it, and 2nd in the nation on that curve with the swing and miss on that curve. And there it is. That was a good look at how much it looks like a wiffle ball coming in. A lot of late sharp movement.
Out of UTC, the 2-time SoCon Pitcher of the Year. She loves her analytics. A roller to 3rd. Barbary is there, 2 down. She was good friends growing up with Delaney Everett, who of course was the star pitcher last weekend in Oklahoma. That's how she found her way to Mississippi State. It was really cool talking with Samantha Ricketts this week. They've got a whole system on how they hit the portal. You got to have the resources, you got to have a good fit, and you got to know what your needs are. They needed arms this year after they lost 3 of their 4 pitchers.
When she said fit, it was chemistry within the team.
Chemistry, and the big analytic for them was WAR.
Yes.
Wins above replacement of the pitchers they wanted to recruit out of the portal.
Well, again, going back to pitching coach Paramount McKinney. And she is able to teach new pitches, to work hard. She calls an amazing game. She knows how to use off-speed and change-up pitches effectively, because that was her game when she was at Arizona.
Almost 20 years ago, believe it or not. Outside the line at 3rd.
But it's also cool to see the variant. Like, they didn't just go get, pitchers that all were the same. But you see the off speed, you see the wiffle ball, and then you see the velocity. I mean, you think about all the different assets that these pitchers have and then how they work off each other.
Texas Tech jumped out quickly. Jackie Liss, a 2-run home run in the 1st inning after Mia Williams got hit by a pitch. And then the RBI double for Lauren Allred. And the RBI double for Mia Williams, driving in 2 more in the 2nd inning.
Peja Gould is funky. I'm just watching her right now, and it's not just the stuff.
Her mechanics.
Her mechanics, and deception is a huge part of what makes a pitcher good.
Fly ball out to right center, and the catch is made to end the inning. 4-0 Texas Tech. Maybe State should send the broccoli ice cream over to the other dugout. Allie Supan, how is it? Oh no.
We lost her.
Get it out of your system. Back here at the Women's College World Series, a pitching change for Texas Tech with the 4-0 lead. Nigeri Kennedy comes out, and Caitlin Terry will come on. Her 35th appearance, 24-1 on the season for the first-team All-American.
Caitlin Terry, the All-American lefty, can spin that rise ball at the top of the zone as well. She'll also use it on the outer half, the curveball backdoor. Just a lot of ability to move that ball around different quadrants of the zone. So a lot of curve coming out of the lefty's hand. The rise ball at the top of the zone that is very jumpy, and she'll also mix speeds a little bit. But she is a complete athlete. See her in the outfield, very good hitter, strong in that circle.
They brought her in from left field.
Yeah, so Logan Holloman goes out to left, and Terry will work with a new battery mate as well. Jasmine Burns is in to catch. Then it all goes back to the lineup card that Jerry Glasgow puts in that allows him to make all these moves, including the possibility for Nigeri to come back if need be. 47 pitches for her, 4 innings, a couple of hits, no runs, and the 3 strikeouts. So from one All-American to another. Good grab by Tony, across the diamond, and they got her on the one-hopper. Deep into the 5-6 hole to make the play.
And how about this backhand? I mean, just to get to this ball, her showing off her range, but then the arm on top of it. So just to get to this, she goes down, gets to it, falls back onto her backside, get that ball to Jackie Liss over at first base. This is a big-time play.
And they're going to challenge Mississippi
Play
State.
is under review.
Mississippi State thinks she was safe at first.
Jackie Liss playing that hop. They do get her,
just
though.
got her.
But normally you'll see the stretch there at first base, but Jackie Liss going down almost like a catcher to receive this ball late so she gets that hop where she wants it. Almost ended up making the runner safe, but she gets her out.
I'm not sure what Jerry Glasgow is. He's fussing with the umpires right now about something. The call on the field is out at first base, and it certainly looks like there is visual evidence to confirm that call.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Batter is out. Mississippi State has 1 challenge remaining.
Tony, with the momentum of her body going away from the throw.
Fell down. I mean, look at all of her momentum, and then she falls down and still has that throw.
One of the returnees started as a freshman at short last year, held on to the job, has thrived, and that one knocked right back to KT, 2 down.
And she's in for her defense. I mean, she's not in the lineup offensively, but you will see her hit time to time. But it is Tony and Maya Davis. Those are the 2 mainstays. Shortstop and center field have been the constants defensively.
A lot of coaches talk about the spine of the infield, and it's usually your middles, your center fielder. Tony, a true freshman last year, starting every game for them at shortstop, was just outstanding, continues to be. He basically recruited his infield around Tony. As well as Mia Davis out there in center.
Maya made 2 grabs last inning over her head.
Yeah, Maya in center and Allred in right, the 2 that came from Louisiana with Jerry. So they've been with him throughout their collegiate careers. The big phrase we kept hearing over and over from the players was, trust Jerry.
Yes.
He'll make the right moves, because they've had so many different lineups, over 40 defensively and over 50 different batting orders. Trying to keep everybody happy, trying to keep hot bats from week to week in the batting order.
And some of them are non-traditional moves you don't really see in the sport of softball, but they do say, trust Jerry.
And as Holly reported earlier, it all came to be with the adversity of the last couple of weeks. They have come through in the clutch. They're up 4-0. And look who's coming up. Jackie Liss, 2-run tater to open up the game for Texas Tech. Deep drive, sends it way back, and a 2-run home run. That was the hit, that was the dance, and that was the opening salvo as Texas Tech tries to get back to the championship series for the second year in a row. 21 home runs for Jackie. It would be a new program record were it not for Mia Williams, her teammate this year. But Jackie comes from a really good softball and baseball family. She's on deck right here with Mia Williams stepping in.
How about 45 home runs, just your 1-2 hitters? You know, typical leadoffs.
Mia was here last year with Florida, and they went 2 and out. She only got 4 at-bats. And what a season it's been. She said she's been playing loose, been playing free. Top 10 in the country this year in home runs and runs batted in.
And that's been the pitch, not in, but low. I always talk about what Jerry does with the transfers when they get in, and Mia was like, he had me get into my legs. And did a couple of her home runs last weekend at Florida. Her back knee almost touched the ground. She's like, I was all upper body, all arms before that. Now she gets down into those legs.
That's what we're seeing, and we will see a lot with the sluggers here. You think of the Bruins, you think of Katie Stewart. You see a lot of the big hitters now getting in that lower crouch.
Yes. Terrestrial, that's exactly what Mia does.
Draws the walk. What you got for us, Holly?
Well, Jackie Liss says her very first softball memory is when Grandpa Joe used to pick her up from preschool and take her to the family batting facility to hit tennis balls off a tee ball for hours. She comes from a family that her grandpa played in the Major League Baseball for 8 years. Joe Jr. played in the minor leagues. Her dad and then her aunt Becky played at Southern Illinois, where they share many of the same records. They just got the home run ball. And I'm pretty sure Aunt Becky will be pretty excited because she was instrumental in teaching Jackie a lot about softball. You know how young women will tune out their parents? Well, she would always still listen to Aunt Becky, and that's where she gets her swing from. It's very quiet, very still in the box.
Holly, we're watching her rock back and forth right now. She is neither quiet nor still. You can see the anxiety watching her niece.
Nervous for her niece.
Aunt Becky went to Southern Illinois, where Jackie transferred from, and it's those records that she was after to beat all Aunt Becky's records.
Oh, the throw down, and Williams will stay at first, but it was a dead ball that got into the cameras, so she will be able to move over to second.
Went off of her helmet.
She's getting hit in the batter's box and on the bases. This is crazy.
She gets
and she'll take
2 bases
third as well.
Take a look. You see, I'm not sure. That's a little bit of miscommunication. I like the way she turns away too. So important for runners, especially because a lot of them don't have cages. They only have that chin strap or that chin bar.
Was
off her helmet.
That was actually caught by one of the camera guys. Hard to tell from that angle if he actually leaned into the field to play there.
He was out. He was not in the field.
So the ball was coming out of play. So the 2 bases. Off the ricochet. And that was going to be in the camera box anyways.
A 2-base error on the catcher.
And that was a throw that didn't need to be made.
No, she was not far enough off.
Good thing is we do not have to go to Appendix G for that.
Last year.
Let's start the insanity of a year ago and what was the wildest mayhem-filled World Series in history. And this one is the widest open in quite some time. Hang in there, Becky. Gotta love watching the families. I think it's harder on them sometimes than on the players who are in it.
Well, there's also one record that Aunt Becky reminds Jackie that she didn't get to.
I still got one.
Batting average. Look at Aunt Becky and Jackie.
9 points.
Becky kicked her butt there by 9 100ths.
How cool is that? And Jackie's talked about everything that her swing is now, and you don't hear this a lot, but you know, we talk about the no stride, just the heel up and down. That is something super rare in softball. That was Aunt Becky who taught her, said, hey, this is a game of rise balls. You need to have a flatter swing and a simple swing.
And a base hit for an RBI. And Jackie drives in Mia Williams to make it 5-0. And she has driven in 3 today.
Yeah, third RBI of the game, the 2-run shot now here. Just a clutch at bat too. And again, both hits with 2 strikes. Look at her go down and reach to get this. This is off the end of the bat, but it's the follow through. Her ability to keep going through that allows it to get past the diving Morgan Styles. And that error is what brought in Morgan Styles with the runner on third base and allowed that hit to happen.
Swing and a miss for Jasmine Burns. A strikeout and a ground out so far. The first of our quadruple header on this opening day of the greatest show on dirt. Defending national champion Texas taking on Tennessee in our second game this afternoon. Potential matchup of Tegan Cavan and Carlin Pickens. And then the night shift, top-seeded Alabama taking on UCLA, and Nebraska with Player of the Year Jordy Fromm meeting the Arkansas Razorbacks. Another one of the debutantes. Burns sends that out to left center, and on the grass to make the catch is Tatum Silva, one down. Hey, we got a WWE Clash in Italy this Sunday at 2 Eastern live from Turin. Catch the first hour live on ESPN and stream the entire event on the ESPN app with an ESPNU unlimited plan.
All the gladiator fills on that promo.
Get some gelato over there instead of the broccoli ice cream.
I doubt they have broccoli gelato.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Spinach.
There's Taylor Panel. Ground ball to short, and they will not get the lead runner. A little bobble from Morgan Stiles, and it's 2 on. And so with a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning, the game-winning run comes to the plate here. It's run rule territory for Caitlin Terry.
Yeah, and a couple of uncharacteristic defensive mistakes. Remember, this is a Mississippi State defense that is number 2 in the nation coming into this World Series. Just 27 errors on the year. And now the throwing error from the catcher, the shortstop error from Morgan Stiles.
Well, the runner was going too, and that's got to be communication from the defense. So that was a hit and run type situation, which is going to be close at second base, and that's why I think Stiles bobbled the ball.
Going to score that at FC 6. So list and panel aboard for Caitlin Terry, who can end this game early with a home run. On a spectacular sun-splashed afternoon here at Devon Park.
Well, that goes back to Jerry, a non-traditional account that he has a hit and run going on. And he's told his team, he said, look, I'm going to call hit and runs. I'm going to call run and hits when the batter may not know it. And if it doesn't go right, it's on me. I take responsibility for it. That's part of the reason why they have 131 stolen bases on the year. He loves to stir the pot out there.
Terry, a .450 hitter with home run power. Got 10 of them on the season. Right back up the middle. Base hit out to center, and that will score another run. 6-0 Texas Tech, and now the game winner is on the base paths for the Red Raiders.
Caitlin Terry with that unique stance, the unique swing, and this is why she can get to pitches that are up in the zone. You see this coming up. Does a great job of just meeting this pitch, that open stance, but gets close, gets into that great slot, drive this ball up the middle. Another run comes in to score for Tech.
And that'll bring up Maya Davis, the active hits leader with over 300 in her career. 400 hitter in the regular season, doing the same in the postseason. Rattles that one off the first baseman Richardson and out into right, and that'll score another run. And Terry will try and end it right here, and she slides in safely at home to score the 8th run of the game for the Red Raiders. And Texas Tech on an impressive start to the 2026 Women's College World Series as they run rule Mississippi State and end this one early.
Just a typical Texas Tech type of a game. Strong pitching in the circle with Nyjah coming out and establishing her dominance, and then the explosive offense getting on the board early at the home run and then just busting it open.
And the irony is it was the defense of Mississippi State that ended up giving this game away. I mean, this is the strongest defensive team coming into the World Series. Their fielding percentage, everything that they have been able to do, but pressure put on there. You see the error to come around, score another run.
Big statement for Tech offensively. Last year with Kennedy in the circle, they did not score more than 4 runs in a World Series game. Jerry Glasgow goes out and gets hitters, and they debut this year with 8 runs and a run rule win. A 4-run fourth as we check out today's Capital One rewarding performance.
Oh, Jackie Liss, got him on the board early, and this was the statement. 2-run shot off the bat of Jackie Liss here in the 2-hole. Of course, she had another RBI there in the 5th inning to create that rally to be the game winner. Jackie Liss.
Send it down to Holly Rowe.
Well, Jackie, you're a long way from Southern Illinois where you started your college career. How did you step to the plate and get a home run in your very first World Series at bat?
You know, when your teammate gets hit, you take that personally. And if we didn't learn anything from last weekend, when Mia Williams gets hit, you take it personally and you step up for your team in those moments.
Your eye at the plate is so profound. How do you see what you're seeing and have the discipline to be so great at the plate?
It's just a lot about trusting yourself as a hitter. I trust my hands. I know they're quick. I know if I see some over the plate, I can get my hands to it no matter the speed. And it's really just trusting the preparation that we put in BP before the game.
What does it do for the confidence and chemistry of this group to start your World Series with a run rule win in your opening day?
I mean, that's huge. We wanted our bats to come out hot and ready, and I think we just proved that we kept our momentum going from our last series, and we're going to keep them hot.
What does it mean to you to have your family get the home run ball? Your dad's got it. Aunt Becky, I'm sure, is proud as well with your very first home run at the World Series.
I'm surprised they didn't fight over it in the stands. I was expecting a little bit of a brawl to break out between them, but I mean, it's just huge to start off the World Series like that, you know? That's such big momentum for our team, and we just got to keep it going.
All right, get another one, and then they won't have to fight.
That was the plan.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Jackie Liss, 2-run home run, 3 runs batted in. Apparently, the Williams hit by pitch started another fire for the 2nd game in a row. And so Texas Tech, its 37th run rule win of the season. Kennedy and Terry combined for the 2-hit shutout, and they win it 8-0 is your final. Here's how it ended. Maya Davis, the RBI single, and then a run to drive in a run, and then the game winner scoring on the throwing error as Terry walks it off.